guys, Derek from off Kilter. Today I thought we'd go over some of my bike. I've got about 800 kilometers on this bike. I got it this time last year. I would have liked to get a little more, but hopefully we're going to double those numbers this year. I thought I'd just go over some of this bike and some of the upgrades that I've done and some of it that were on it when I got the bike, and how this bike has performed for me. It's a 2010 Can-Am XT650. It's got some aftermarket wheels, some skid plates, programmer, suspension, exhaust, and I'm not sure if there's anything else. I don't remember if there's anything else. So we'll go over the tires first. Okay, so these tires are 26 growlers, I think, Pitbull growlers. They might be 20, yeah, they're 26s on MSA rims. These tires, I think as a trail tire, they're almost perfect. They're pretty tough. They've got some wear on them. They were pretty well brand new when I got them. They're worn down just from those 800 kilometers. You can see where the grooves are worn down. But I'm also thinking, because of the suspension that I'm running, the Stage 4, it wasn't for this bike. It was actually for a 1002 up Gen 2. I'm thinking it's thrown the angles off a little bit, so this bike almost feels like it tiptoes now, which I had to climatize or whatever, get used to anyways, the way it handles, because now it kind of, yeah, it tiptoes in the trail. It never feels like you're getting full traction, but it also makes it a lot more fun to throw it around in the trail. So, and the suspension itself is the worlds apart compared to like the stock suspension to this suspension's phenomenal. But again, the tires, I don't think you'll find a better trail tire. I'm sure you guys will probably disagree with that, but for me, they've been amazing. I mean, not the best in deep, thick mud like the peanut butter. They're not that great. They get filled up, and you got a gooser to clean it out like any mud type tire. But rock, sand, dirt, a little bit of mud, they're amazing. Suspension again, fantastic. After we put them on, me and Josh, the guy behind the camera there, we went out to a place around here. It's a lot of sand, and they've got a lot of whoops in it, and it just, when I'd ride when it was bone stock, it'd throw you all over the trail hitting those bumps. But when you hit the whoops with these, and I mean, it's pretty stiff, but I'm 300 pounds. When I hit the trail with these, it just sucks it right up. It just takes it. You're not thrown around. You feel like you're in control. You can just put it into corners, out of corners. It's great. The pipe's just fun. It's obnoxious. But I like loud bikes. Although I think we got a ride up in Hatfield and McCoy. We're gonna be talking on headsets, so I think I'm gonna put the quiet core back inside it just while we're up there, but it's still got a throaty sound, and maybe we'll cut in some audio of that after. It's got the I think it's the Outlander, yeah, it's the Can-Am aluminum skid plating on here. That's been hung up a few times, but I don't know, because it's always had it on there. I'm assuming it's been good. Haven't broken anything. Here on my Polaris puller, I got this Arctic Cat tag that I found in the trail. It wasn't from pulling an Arctic Cat out. I wish it was. I get my balls busted a lot because of the way that these were mounted. I never properly mounted them. I just zip tied them there. Performance zip ties. Up on some brackets that came with them. I upgraded the tie rods. We were up in the Halliburton Trail, and a buddy of ours in the trail bent his tie rod. So as soon as he did that, when we got back, I upgraded mine. These bikes with the heat, oh my god. The side of this, where the pipe runs down on the side of this bike, got so hot just sitting in a trail following other bikes, your legs would just cook. All right, not to mention my fan was constantly on. the big thing to do obviously is relocate your rad. I hate relocated rads. I think they look horrendous. And I'm okay with zip ties, keep that in mind. I don't want to relocate the rad. I'd like to go to a bigger rad, but these bikes, I guess from factory, they're throttled back so bad or choked up so bad that heat's always an issue with Can-Am. So what I did is I wrapped the pipe with a fiberglass wrap or whatever it's called, asbestos wrap, I don't know, adamantium wrap. But I also ran ice. It's called ice. It's a product for your rad to try and keep it cooler, which I think helps, but it would help more if I stayed out of the mud holes, so because it just gets crammed full of mud. These grips on this, they're just Odie grips. They made a world of a difference too. I don't know if they were factory or somebody put them aftermarket, but it had like a thumb warmer and heated grips on there, but they were so worn down it was basically like holding on to sandpaper and just the bar. So these are pretty grippy and sticky. That was a lot more comfortable in the trail, so I put those on. I think that's pretty much it for aftermarket. Overall, this bike, I mean, for being a 650, it hauls pretty good, especially a guy my size. Pulls me through the trail, no problem. It's a lot of fun to ride. I think it sounds pretty good. And it's a lot of fun to ride. And because it's shorter too, it's not quite as long as the 2-ups or and the 1K machines. It's a little lighter, not much, but it's fun to whip around in the trail. It's comfortable. So yeah, anyways, so that's pretty much my bike. I'll give you a little sound clip of it's an HMF Swamp Series XL, or maybe it's not an XL, I don't know. I bought it for $300 used.
Trying to get a redneck car wash going on. Yep, he's stuck. Say hi to the camera, bud.